welcome to episode 5 of Hot Tenting on a Budget series, where I'm trying to learn how to set myself up with this on a budget. And so this is one of the final episodes, if not the final episode, where I am out in the field, in the forest, actually gonna set up my hot tent and have a camp. It was hard to set up the tent out here in this terrain. I forgot my can opener at home. Your fire goes out in the middle of cooking because the wood you got is partly wet and you haven't eaten in like 7 hours. I was definitely feeling my inexperience for sure. I'm kind of new to all this, but over here there's a lot of trees leaning and I don't really like that. So I think I see a spot over here. It's less sparse and no trees to fall on top of me. Trying to figure out which way I want to look out of. I think this way. So the tent's set up and still have to cut wood, set up the stove, everything. Just got the tent set up. Need some water. It was hard to set up the tent out here in this terrain. It's different than when it's in your backyard, right? And I'm inexperienced, so it took a lot longer and everything's wet because it's foggy and like there's just a mist in the air, just getting everything wet. So I gotta go cut some wood right away and start drying everything out and set up the tent the way I want it to. First I gotta hydrate though, because I got a story about that from the last video about not hydrating. I'll tell you that a little later. Also, this is all of the water I have. So I also have to get the stove going to melt water and then cook dinner and all that business. It's way later than it was supposed to be. 6:17 right now, so that's not too late, but I was supposed to be out here a couple hours ago. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's a nice good piece here. Hopefully it's good anyways. If I take this This will get me through because I don't know if I'm going to run the stove all night. It's pretty warm out. Brought the big saw today for this very reason. It does feel wet though. I don't know. I'm going to cut it and see. There we go. I think she's going to do. No. So the more I think about this piece of wood, the more I'm thinking maybe I should have grabbed something a little smaller, because that was hard to cut through. Oh well. So I am sort of settled in. I don't have my bed quite made yet, but it's like 9 o'clock or something like that. 9:23, and I still haven't eaten dinner. So dinner is definitely on the list right now. It's been a lot of work, especially trying to film everything. That's difficult. I am lucky. It was a warm day today. We were at +2 degrees Celsius, so
it's 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's been a pretty warm day, and I think it's only supposed to go down to -1 or -2 or maybe even just 0 today. It's still like misting outside, and it's like you're in a cloud and everything's just getting wet if it's outside. So the fire's good. That log that I cut is on the outside. It's a little bit wet. On the inside, it's pretty dry and everything. So seems to be burning. I don't even know if I'm going to have to run heat tonight with what I've got. I brought my little buddy heater just in case it's cool. I can put this on. I had a couple of propane tanks that are like half empty, so I figured I could use them up tonight. But honestly, I might not even use it. The hot stove is awesome and everything like that. It's just that loading it every 90 minutes. And I found that I was, you know, because I'm not used to the hot stove, I was constantly like wanting to be aware of what was going on with the stove. So that impeded my sleep as well. Yeah, so the story I was going to tell you about not staying hydrated. So last week when I was filming that video, I started in the morning, I ate breakfast, and then I filmed all day and barely drank anything. I'm not even sure if I drank anything. I did have some supper at around 7 o'clock or something like that, and might have had a little sip of a drink. And then when I came back to the tent in the evening, I had an alcohol drink with Pepsi in it. I had a couple of those, 2 of those. And then I didn't really have any more water. And I woke up the next day and I was feeling pretty crappy and everything. And I was so tired that I ended up sleeping until about 3 in the afternoon once I went into the house and everything like that. So again, I wasn't drinking anything. Well, Monday I was really sick and I was nauseous and I couldn't sit up for long periods of time and I couldn't work, and yeah, I just felt really bad. I was probably dehydrated because I didn't drink much the last 2 days, like very little. So when you're doing this stuff, especially if you're sweating, make sure that you're drinking lots. So that's one thing I promised Joanna, that I would stay hydrated, and I have. I still have some water that I melted some snow from. I forgot my can opener at home. So here's the thing, your fire goes out in the middle of cooking because the wood you got is partly wet and you haven't eaten in like 7 hours. Yes. Well, I had to start the buddy heater because I was having lots of trouble getting this fire going here. Okay, it's been about a half an hour, but we're getting a sizzle again. Oh, I'll tell you, I'm happy to eat right now. Yeah, the wood, clearly I grabbed a bad piece. I thought it would be okay, but it wasn't. I might just use the buddy heater tonight, overnight, as I was thinking about anyways, because I don't want to be up every hour, hour and a half, or 45 minutes or whatever it's going to be, right? Yeah, I'm going to eat this and then probably get my bed ready and everything like that. See if I can stoke up the fire for one rager one last time. I've been drying out my wood here on the stove, and then like this is really wet. Can you see that? And this is why it's not burned. In the inside here it's good, but this outside is not good. But this seems to help dry it out a bit, and it seems to help it burn better. And I've got some underneath just waiting for the next load. So my bed's all made, so I should be cozy. I'm doing the double sleeping bag today, and I've got a couple loads of wood. I got the buddy heater right here for when that runs out, because I really don't, I've said it a few times, I don't want to be up every hour. So I'm just gonna go have a washroom break now, and then I'm gonna come in and get cozy and either just go to sleep or read a book. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off for the night, and I will fill you in on how the night was, and we'll talk about a few things in the morning. So we're currently 4 degrees Celsius on this side of the tent, or 39.8. And way over here is where the buddy heater is. Good morning. It's around 8 a.m. I slept decent. First thing I'm doing is going to chop down a different piece of wood that's going to be better than the one I got last night. And then I'm gonna get a raging fire in there, warm it up, have some hot chocolate because I forgot my coffee. This is the wood I should have had last night. I don't know if you can see this, but it is pretty clogged up there. So it's a beautiful morning. I don't know what the temperature is outside, but I can say inside here it's about 5 degrees. So I did use the buddy heater because the wood I had just wasn't working out well. It didn't really heat up the tent in a really good manner the way the stove does, but I had it right by me, and it kind of kept me pretty warm mostly. The good thing about the wood stove is that it dries everything out too. It was really wet outside, and it still is. For the most part, it's a little bit foggy, and you just got this constant moisture coming down on you. So it was nice to have the wood stove, and that's why I wanted to fire it up this morning too, just to make sure that I'm nice and dry and everything. And then while I'm packing, I can pack up a little bit in some warmth instead of freezing. So overall, the trip was good. It was hard. Just filming and everything like that. And it's a lot of work. Like, it took me, I don't know how many hours it took me to set up, but it took me quite a few hours. This is my first time doing it. My bad on cutting wood yesterday. I should have cut better wood than I did. It was getting late and dark, and I just wanted to get some wood in the fire. Having my morning hot chocolate, and I'm going to debate whether I'm going to eat breakfast before I go, or if I'm just going to pack up and go. I'm not too hungry. That dinner I had yesterday was large, so that's still sitting in me pretty good. But we'll see how the day goes. I bought these hooks here for the pole, and they really came in handy, and they just clip on. They just clip onto your pole, and then you've got a light stand, or you can hang your gloves and stuff. That's what I was doing with them, but pretty handy. I bought 2 of them, 17 bucks on Amazon, so I'll leave a link down in the description if you're interested. I decided not to have breakfast, and I am going to pack up and head on out. But I really want to say that I appreciate all of the nice comments on the hot tent series here. I'm really glad that you're finding some of it value, and I appreciate you, and thanks so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pack up. Oh, one more thing I gotta tell you. So when I was driving here, I had to park at this place, and this guy was selling some baked goods, I don't know, pies and pierogies and stuff, and his name was George, and he asked me what I was doing, so I said I'm going out camping in the woods, and he used to do that stuff, and we had a nice conversation about long fires with a lean-to, and he was telling me how to kind of where to put the lean-to, so I appreciate that, George. And he gave me, because he liked what I was doing, and I told him about the YouTube channel, he gave me some pierogies, and I was gonna cook them here, but I don't have the right stuff here to cook them. I wanna cook these so that they are done right. And it's called the Outpost Gourmet, and George Newman. So if you're in Manitoba and you come across them, check these out, because I can tell they're gonna be delicious. Thanks so much, George.
Find you bundled up, waiting for me to light you up.
How well you can see that, but you can't really see through it too much.
Said something menacing. We both left as I fell into bed.
Well, folks, that's my adventure, my first time solo hot camping in the wilderness. I was definitely feeling my inexperience for sure. It's like everything else, it's easy, you just got to get better. So yeah, I'm almost packed up. I'm just gonna finish up and then I'm gonna head out. So if you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and remember the most important thing, folks, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.